Hi Vikram.
Hey, can you hear me? Hey
Yeah, I can hear
everyone.
you well.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks everybody for
I just want to
taking the
check with the
time to
audience. Are
join
you
us.
able to hear us clearly? If you are able to hear us clearly, please wave or say a hi. Anything will do.
A heart will do too.
All right. So the Vidit's fans are here. They're asking me to get Vidit in. I think Vidit will need to schedule a time with him. And you know what? We could do that another time. But for now, we have Vikram. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. With it would
We
be,
have too many fans of Vidit, man.
I
I
know,
love.
I know. And we are too. So
Yeah, same here. So, the
awesome.
audience
Let's get started.
are able to hear us clearly. So maybe we could just start off with the topic of discussion, right? So one of the things, one of the reasons why I wanted to have this discussion on how to use Black Lotus effectively is because there are a lot of people who are using the app from a long time, and there are many people who have joined newly. Like with its followers are pretty much new to the system. So I
Right.
thought that if we could go about having a session where we are able to tell them how to get the maximum value out of the app, it'll be great. So that was the idea behind this, and what I'll do is basically go through some of the doubts that I have, Vikram, and
Sure.
also some of the things that I think that might be useful for users out there. So
Mhm.
now the first and the most important question I think is that there are so many apps out there. There is like uh, Headspace, there is Calm, and there are so many other apps, Inside Timer. Like out of all this, when a person who's wanting to meditate has so many choices, what is the biggest difference between using Black Lotus or Black Lotus and all these other meditation apps?
Well, you are starting off with a very tough question for me in the beginning itself. But an important one. So thank you for asking that actually. So I'll take a couple of minutes to answer this, and I kind of wanted to be a discussion oriented thing. So I'll take your views as well. Okay. So
Awesome.
here is the thing. Remember, you already said that you are my childhood friend, and remember, Ryan, you used to go to swimming long time ago, right? And we are not all the really as good in swimming when compared to, for example, my sister, right, who swims in the water like a fish. And why is that? I mean, why do you think that there are people like you and me who keep our head above the water and who struggle so hard, and it's as if like we are pumping in a whole huge amount of energy, but we are there itself, hardly moving in the water. And yet there are these other people who seem to glide in the water. Why do you think that is so? And that too, you have seen it in the same family. What do you think, Sadhu?
I have a very ridiculous answer to that because in my head, I think I'm a rock.
Okay.
No, jokes apart.
All right. Yeah.
Hi, Ashwin. So, yeah, I don't have a good answer to that. I think some people are inherently good at figuring things out, and some of us, struggle with stuff. And, I did not take any training for swimming. I just like
Let
learned
me
to swim with you guys.
pause you there. And that's the problem. I and you
Right?
did not really get trained, you see. And my sister underwent a training course where she was taught by a professional, you see. And because she started learning swimming with quality from day one, she was able to incorporate that and really become an awesome swimmer. Whereas even after years of swimming, we are there where we were, head up, struggling hard, beating our energy like with our energy like anything, and staying in the same place, no matter how much time. So jokes aside, well, that is the first thing I want to answer. I want to bring up to your question, which is if you focus on learning with quality, then automatically you will start with quality as a best practice. That means your learning will start impacting you more so. Now, in that same vein of thinking, I have been meditating for 10 years, and I thought I could meditate in any which way, and over the period of time, I'll automatically become better. It
Yes.
took me 10 years to learn that that is not the case. That 10 years you can meditate every day for hours, but we are not going to automatically become better because our fundamentals itself is wrong. So reason number one, why should someone use Black Lotus is because Black Lotus offers quality meditation the right way, step by step. Well, how do you say quality? How can we say we have quality when compared to all the bigger apps out there? Very simple, because we are, let me ask you this. If you wanted to learn physics from somebody, or let's say sports, let's say swimming itself from anybody, who do you choose to learn? Would you choose to learn it from me, who's not all that great? Or would you choose to learn it from somebody else? And if anybody could, you could take, whose name would you take?
Michael Phillips.
Obviously, right? Michael Phelps, the 16-time Olympic winner, the best out there. Simply because he's the best, he could potentially offer us and train us the best, and we will also become the best. Now, we want to learn from with quality right from day one, so that we don't do mistakes. And B, we want to be taught from the best. And if you really look at who is one of the best meditators in the world, who has proven, beyond any doubt that he's one of the best, is simply Om Swami, right? And clearly, he has put in the time, he has put in the best practices, he has understood the entire domain in better than anybody, that under scientific conditions, he can put his brain to test and really prove beyond any doubt that, the power of meditation, is there, and anybody can master it. And he took 15,000 hours to really get there, 15,000 hours of quality meditation, if you will. And what he says is that we don't need to take those 15,000 hours. We can accomplish that faster, accomplish that sooner, and without having to undergo all the permutation combinations that he had to, because he had to learn it on his own. And that's why that's the second reason why somebody should come to Black Lotus. A, learn meditation with quality from beginning. B, learn from the best out there, proven, right? And third, well, Headspace is a fantastic app. I've used it. It's very nice. The problem I personally faced, when I'm not calling out only Headspace or anything else, all the apps out there, at least with my limited experience, is that first week was awesome. Initially, it was very good, but then I dropped it off because I could not come into the habit. Now, it is tough to go to the gym every day. It is tough to exercise every day. It is probably even more harder to meditate every day because you don't see the results immediately. And that is why habit formation becomes super important. And that's the third part of the answer. Black Lotus is probably the only app which gives you that habit formation in the simplest possible way. Black Lotus, as you know, is built on this framework called RARE, which helps you to start your day with a few minutes of intense quality meditation, and then follow it up with different activities, and end the day with a simple evaluation. And it helps you, nudges you with simple reminders so that you don't forget. And this simple nudging and this framework is easier to incorporate because we are focusing only on today. We don't need to worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. When should I meditate? When should I not? When the reminder comes, you can simply sit and meditate. So that's the third part of the answer. Sorry for a long answer. The last part, the fourth part, which is, the thing about meditation. Again, I'm not an expert. Om Swami is, and we call him Swamiji dearly. Swamiji says that to really become very good at meditation, to really see the impact in your life, meditation alone is not enough. It sounds like a complete, opposite and an oxymoron, if you will. But Swamiji says that meditation alone is not enough. You really go deeper in meditation and have the impact we've seen. You need to inculcate certain virtues in life, do certain simple kindness acts every day, and do certain mindful actions, and do some, help out people. Because once you do that, that accelerates and reiterates this learning. Right? And that is what the RARE framework is based on. So 4 points, which is the reason why we feel that Black Lotus is the most impactful meditation app in the world out there. Well, the world might not know about us yet. They will very soon. Thank you for asking.
Fingers crossed. I am looking forward to that. So I want to respond to a couple of things on whatever you said right now. First thing is some of the user comments. Okay. Yeah. So many of the users have, when you were talking about Om Swamiji, they were mentioning the bestest and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you, Chantal. And something stood out for me as well. See, so we go back a long time together. We were into martial arts together. And right from that time onwards, like probably 8th or 9th standard, I've tried to meditate. And this is something for all the new people who are trying to get to meditate. when I started meditating, I have gone to like meditation classes because I was really, really interested in meditation, because I believe very strongly that meditation will help me use my brain to a next level. Okay. And I really like, we've all read those stats, 4% of the brain is all we are using. And yeah. So
Yeah, I hear you for
sorry,
sure.
there are
That
messages coming and it's just distracting. Okay. But
yeah,
I wanted to take it to the next level. Uh,
right.
Now, the challenge was that whenever I went to a meditation class, I would doze off. Okay, like trust me, within the first 10 minutes, I would just go like this. Okay, I was
Yeah,
out. And I have spent so much of money on meditation classes, like live meditation classes, and I have not gained anything because I would pretty much sleep through most of the classes.
right.
Okay. And I've tried other apps as well before, like I started using Black Lotus, and I was never able to be consistent with any one of them. Okay.
Right.
So that consistency part that you were talking about, right? Only with Black Lotus, personally as a user as well, I've noticed that I've been able to be really, really consistent with it. So I'm really, really grateful to Black Lotus for that, for helping me be consistent.
That's awesome.
And the last thing I just thought of adding, okay, was like when I went through the darkest phase of my life, the random acts of kindness that I was doing on a daily basis actually made me feel better about my life.
Right.
Okay. So at that point of time, probably meditation was not helping me so much, but doing random acts of kindness made me feel that my life has a value, my life has a purpose.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really grateful to Black Lotus
No,
for that. I
that's
just wanted
an
to add that.
awesome point you bring on, Anand. Actually, so if you were to ask me, what is the one feature of the app that has impacted me the most as a user, I would say it is random acts of kindness, and especially the stories. You see, every day when I read stories of people, then there are so many of them who are probably watching, who write the stories regularly. Really, thank you for that, because you have absolutely no idea how much impactful it is. We regularly get comments and feedback that people are loving the stories, and I am one of them. It has impacted me deeply, because when we see people doing kind acts, we know that such things can be done, and B, we can really relate to it. It does something to you, and we can emulate it ourselves as well. And really, so one thing I wanted to bring on when you were saying, Anand, see, if you have a headache, right? What do we do typically, or what is one of the things we can do is take a painkiller, right? And the painkiller will immediately relieve you of it. Now, that is a reactionary way of removing the pain. You get the headache and then have it be removed. What would be better, if possible, is if we can inculcate a practice where we don't get headache at all, right? It is totally proactive in nature, right? And that's what, I know I'm stretching my imagination a little bit here. That's what vitamins are for. Meaning, when you take in a vitamin, you suddenly don't get, become a Hulk, or you don't see the impact immediately, right? But vitamins over a period of time, we know works on us and makes us stronger from within. Now, meditation is like that you sit for a few minutes of meditation, you don't see the impact immediately. And this is the important thing where you said consistency. Every day, even if we do a few minutes of quality meditation, over a period of time, it will work from within. And we'll start seeing the benefits. And once we see the benefits, there'll be no stopping us, and we'll continue to go on. That is the reason why we urge users to at least have a streak of 21 days or 40 days if possible. Because if you do meditation for 40 days, you will definitely see that impact that it creates, and then only you will want to put more, right? But what is something that will see the impact immediately are the racks that you talked about, right? So that's why it's such a powerful combination that Swamiji has come up with, doing meditation for a few minutes and juxtaposing it with kindness acts. Sorry if I'm giving you long answers, and if the audience is bored, we should get to answer their questions. This is about them and not about us. So please get on to some questions from them, Anand.
Sure. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. I think we both have that in common. I think that explains why we are such good friends. We have a lot of things in common. Okay, all right. But like you said, let's go on to the next question, because we have multiple questions out there. So the next one I wanted to ask you was the meat of our discussion. How can a new user use the app effectively?
Okay, awesome. So I'll get straight to it without giving you a very long answer. If you are a new user using the app, the only simple thing that you need to do is get onto a goal. There are many goals there. choose whichever goal appeals to you. It could be build focus, it could be becoming calmer, it could be, relieving stress, be stress free. Doesn't really matter in the beginning. Choose a goal, and the most important thing is just do your the rare actions which the app tells you on a daily basis. Consistency is the only thing that matters for you to see results. So the app will remind you. You can set a reminder time for morning, and it will remind you when to do meditation. So start your day with meditation. Come what may, do not forgo this. Start your day with the meditation. The app will suggest what meditation to be done. You just do it, and you might have done the meditation already. Doesn't matter, please do it. If you just do the meditation for 7-8 minutes, and it's just 10 minutes, 12 minutes maximum meditations we have, if you start the day with that, then that kind of sets a precedent for the rest of the day as well. And during the day, look out for your opportunities for kindness. App would tell you a certain examples, but see anything else you can do as well. Just be looking at simple kind acts that you can do. Challenge yourself. And if you just do these two, and in the night when the app reminds you, go there and evaluate how did your day go. All in all, you should take less than 12 to 14 minutes to really use the app. See, the magic of Black Lotus happens outside of Black Lotus. You start the day with the meditation, you be with the app. But after that, Black Lotus works for you outside in your life. And that was the whole thing, that we don't need people to keep coming back into the app every 5 minutes, right? You just do the kind acts, and at the end of the day, log it in, evaluate, see how your day went, and that's it. These two should become your poles for your day. Start the day with your meditation, end the day with an evaluation. If you just do this and do it consistently for a couple of weeks, Swamiji says, if you do it for 21 days, you will definitely see the merit and benefit of it. And that's how we have also ensured that a new user gets to use the app freely for that period of time, so that they can see the impact. And once they see the impact, then only they can choose to become a subscriber and utilize and go to the other goals. I said a small answer, maybe that was bigger than small. Stop me. Just kidding. Next one, please.
I don't want to interrupt you, Vikram. I mean, I really like the answers that you're giving. So that's the reason I'm actually keeping quiet, and I'm not even reading out or responding to any of the comments. I actually like whatever you're saying. And the strange thing is this, that's exactly what I'm doing. Like whatever you said is exactly what I do. I start my day with meditation. So that way I'm sure that, whatever happens in my day, my meditation is done. I don't even get off the bed. The moment I wake up, I have my phone next to me, I start my meditation off. And before I go to sleep, I journal. And before, not like go to sleep, that would be incorrect, but before 12 o'clock, I journal. Okay.
Right.
I need to get
yeah,
that.
I caught you on that. Yeah. No, that's a very good habit, man. The moment you get up, you do meditation, nothing. And remember, always, it's a vitamin. You will not see the benefit immediately. It reminds me of that, the story that Swamiji has written in the blog on the Japanese bamboo trees, right? It's like, you put the seed in, you put water, and first month you're putting water and you don't see any, sapling come out. And you're thinking, oh my God, what happened, right? But you don't forget to continue to put water every day in the same amount, right? You keep on putting. 1 month, nothing happens. 2 months, nothing happens. 6 months, nothing happens. 1 year, nothing happens. But you don't stop. 1 year, 5 months, nothing happens. 1 year, 6 months, suddenly there is something sprouting out. And then you can see all your 1.5 years of worth of effort is starting to germinate and come forth. Then you continue to put the water. In the next 3 months, you will see bamboo shoots go up 10 feet long. Because all the things you have done is for that, that growth to happen in a quick spurt. That's meditation for all of us, right? That every day you keep on doing it. You might not see the impact immediately, but one day will come and suddenly you'll be like, I know that meditation is working for me, right? And, again, Swamiji is the expert. I would urge people to read Swamiji's blogs, watch Swamiji's videos, where you can listen from the source. And of course, many of the content is there in the app. You can listen from him as well. And, he typically has said multiple times, if you are becoming calmer, if you are able to, enjoy your life a little bit better, you're able to observe nature more, you're able to taste food better, simple things in life seem better, meditation is working very well, right? For you is what is understanding. Awesome. Audience.
So I want to read out a few comments for you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, please.
First thing, Nick Bose has gone. I mean, if please forgive me if I got the pronunciation wrong, but has gone about asking if we can have a monthly journal instead of a daily journal, like an additional journal for per month or per week, also if possible, rather than per day, so that we can see our progress. So yeah, that's one.
Let me give you a sneak peek
Okay.
into what is coming. Okay. Well, thank you for that suggestion. Great suggestion, actually. Having said that, the first thing we are doing, and I know many of you want this, is whatever you are journaling, it's going into space right now. You can't see it, right? So the first thing we are building is a history feature where you can see what you have journaled. And you can go back in time, go through the content that you had liked earlier. You can revisit it, right? And I know we have taken time to build this, but when it does come out very soon, you will really like the way it works, right? So that should kind of help as well. Having said that, it's definitely a thought. We will take it back. We will do our due diligence, and if warrants, we will give a feature where you can journal at any point in time, right? Not just at the end of the day during evaluation, but at any point in time. Thank you for that.
Cool.
Next one.
Cool. Couple of other wonderful comments.
Thank you, guys.
Like
thanks everybody for.
So, all right. Moving on. I had one question that I wanted to check with you on. Okay. In some of these goal packs, the meditation repeats. Okay.
Yes.
And I have personally experienced that as well. Now, some might feel that a bit wary of repeating the same meditation again and again. So, do you have any thoughts on that?
Sure, man. Thank you for asking. It's a great question, actually. Personally, I had the same opinion. Like, you are going for in a goal pack, 7th day, 8th day, 9th day, and suddenly, and you're seeing the same meditation come forth. So how is that going to add value? I thought maybe every day, if it's a new meditation, it's a nice thing. Every day you're experiencing something new. Having said that, that's where the insight of quality meditation comes. You see, the question is this: do we want to enjoy the meditation for its music, for its newness, or do we want the meditation to work for us? If we want the meditation to work for us, actually making the mind get bored is a good starting point. You see, the advantage of doing a meditation repetitively is that our mind knows what is coming up front already. So automatically now what happens, the first time around, you're wanting to experience the new thing. Oh, what is going to be said next? What am I going to do? What am I going to think? The freshness, the newness gives you that, the josh. However, the second time, the third time, the fourth time when you do, you already know what is happening there. Your mind is bored. And that is when, if you can still concentrate on what is being said, then your mind is coming more so in your control. It is doing what you're beckoning it to do. And the important insight here is this, that if you can still concentrate and not get bored during the meditation when you're repeating, during your rest of the day, when you are doing things, we don't do everything newly now. We do the same things every day. The same people we interact, the same kind of work we do, the same kind of journeys we have. And you will see that in all those times, our mind will be more focused, taking in more value, and not get bored as much as well. So that's one of the things that helps in deepening the impact of meditation. Having said that, if we are building a new feature where the users can choose what meditation they want as well, but it is definitely good to do repetitions of the meditations. And if you are really become wary of it, you should jump in to do silent meditation for a while and then come back. So this hopping in and out of silent meditation to the guided meditation helps a lot. And after all, it is Swamiji's voice which is guiding us in the guided meditation. It works in many levels. And as I said, getting bored is not going to be boring after a while.
Right. So that's a very good point, Vikram. I was thinking about martial arts as well. See, like when we used to practice, we used to sit in Kibadachi and we used to keep throwing thousands of punches. Okay. And hundreds of punches. Every day we used to same Kibadachi, same Jangot stance, and then just doing all the same movements again and again and again and again. Okay.
Right.
At that point of time, I think we didn't have the concept of getting bored because we were too young to get bored probably. Okay. If you could give us an activity, we could repeat it like a lot of times, and I think that's what helped us become eventually better at martial arts. If
Right.
we were
No, you're
getting bored
absolutely
of
bang
punches
on.
and then, like from one punch we shifted to another punch without really mastering it, we would never really get good at it. And we would
Yes.
just be learning multiple things, but never really be good at any of the things. Like that's how I think they taught us even martial arts, right? When master used to teach us,
You're
unless and until we
absolutely
learn the
right.
kicks, right? He
Yeah,
would not
you're
go teaching
absolutely
you and like,
right.
okay, learn this more, try this new kick, try this jump spin kick or something like that. So I
For
think,
those of you who have seen, who are not into martial arts, but who have seen Karate Kid, you may know, wax on, wax off as the famous example
right,
where this, even the newer movie where Jackie Chan is the teacher, he makes him, remove his jacket and throw it, and, put down his jacket, throw the jacket. The idea of repetitions is your mind, starts stabilizing, centering, and that's when you really take the juice out of the activity that you're doing, and it becomes second nature to you. You see, and that's why important insight I got from Swamiji's discourse is that meditation truly works not when you're meditating. When you're meditating, it's actually hard. Concentrating is hard. Not allowing the mind to focus everywhere is hard. But when you do your meditation right, your meditation will work for you in the rest of the day, and that's where you want the result anyways.
perfect. That sounds really good. I just want to add one last thing over there. Okay.
Sure.
And I thought I should even bring it up earlier. I
Sure.
see, I feel very strongly about this. When it comes to meditation, right? My like in my personal journey, where I think I made the biggest mistake was I was trying to do longer meditations, longer duration meditation, and I kept comparing myself with the people who were sitting next to me, and I was wondering, they are like, getting this, they're getting that, they're getting all this, and I'm not getting anywhere. I'm just sleeping through the classes. Okay,
Right.
and over a period of time, I realized that I need to, rather than do a long meditation, I just need to do really, really short meditations and try to be very focused when I'm doing the short meditation. And even in photography, like regarding the last point, if we do the boring stuff, then we will eventually become good. Otherwise, we will reach only a mediocre level of success with regards to what we are trying to do. So somewhere I
Yeah.
think repetition actually is good for the mind and is good for
Yes.
like the body as well from martial arts experience.
I couldn't have put it better, man. I think it's perfectly bang on. Repetitions, small iterations, right? No need to sit for hours together. If you can, nothing like it, but if not, just small iterations, focused with quality. Soon we are bringing up certain, wisdom, knowledge, how to's, which will really help a new user to understand what does it mean by saying quality meditation. How should you sit? How should you put a smile? And why would that matter? And why shorter durations of meditations, which are qualitative, matters more, right? So all of these are coming. We are going to do a time check. I don't want to bore the listeners to do more than what is, what we have already promised. So they're there sticking
Yes.
with us for such a long time. So I really thank you for this, guys. So just doing a time check, Anand. And if there is anything else, anybody else is saying, because I can't read
So
any of the
time right now is
comments.
8:30. Have been half
All
an
right.
hour into this
Okay.
conversation. Uh,
Cool.
I think
So
we could, if possible, we could go through the next few questions a little fast. Maybe that would
yeah,
help.
let's
Okay,
do that. Just like two more questions and we'll wrap it up.
cool. So, okay, the next one I want to ask you is, what does Black Lotus team want the users to make the app better? We've already had one request regarding journaling, but what else? Uh,
Sure. So here is, thank you for asking that. That's a super important question. So we have lovely users using the app every day. And let me tell you guys, Black Lotus app's average usage time is way more than any other app out there, any other meditation app out there, right? You guys will give a run for money for anybody in any of the other apps, all right? So it's really from the stats point of view where it stands. So our request are just a couple of things. Weekly we have started sending newsletters out. So please, go through it. It's your stories, rack stories, the events that are happening, the stats of the community, etc. Please give us feedback. Your feedback matters to us the most. We take every single feedback seriously, and we really, either put it in our backlog or really deliberate and reach out to the person, etc. So please give us feedback. It will help us a lot. And please continue to write rack stories. And those who write the rack stories, share their stories, comment if possible, and let us build the most positive community that is there in the world in Black Lotus app, right? As it is, voice.me is once such place, and clearly Black Lotus for meditators to be another as well. So that's our ask. Please give feedback. and importantly, engage with the rack stories, write the stories, comment on them, share them. If you do this, then I think we are very, very soon going to be recognized the world over, because it is the experts content, the best of the things coming together, and really the world should witness and experience Black Lotus in a very big way. And I'm sure you guys are the first movers who are helping us out build and craft out that app. And with Swamiji's content, I'm sure the world will take notice very soon.
Cool. Sounds really good. So all of you out there, you know what to do. Give us feedback, and we'll be really, really grateful. And I wanted to ask you one last quick question.
Sure.
For those who are already using the app, how can they use the app effectively? Now we are not talking about people who are just new to the app. We are talking about people who have been using the app for like maybe 6 months or more, who know how to use the app.
Sure. So we call them the power users internally in the team. There are quite a few of them who are using the app from a long time, and they really set an example, right? So that's and really, so they can continue to do the their practices. Maybe they have graduated to use silent meditation. Maybe they're repeating the cycles of the gold packs. They can continue to do that. But I think if at all you are not, please write rack stories. It's my personal experience also that when you actually write a rack story of a kindness act that you have seen, it kind of impacts you in a very deep way. And we would request that. And two, you will identify certain things that are not there in the app because you've been using the app for a long time. Please reach out to us, give us your feedback, and that's what I would recommend. And most importantly, personally for yourself, there is the path. And I know, many of us have reached out to us that with respect to reinforce, getting points, all that. So we'll soon be introducing a feature where you can get more points in reinforce. But take the path, and it is curated by Swamiji. And I think if you just focus on, implementing quality meditation and going forward in the path, I think that would be the best thing for our users.
Right. So, okay, I want to add a few things, Vikram, and maybe check with you on how I'm doing with regards to the path. Okay.
Sure.
So, since I've been using Black Lotus also from a very long period of time, what I try to do is this. I, instead of going for the guided meditation, for example, even breathing, like by the first 3 times I figured out how to do the breathing right. Okay. So, I let the app as a timer, and I go about doing my own breathing. Okay, like doing the Anulom Vilom or the deep breathing or even the waist breathing. I go about doing that pretty much myself because I know how to go about doing that. That's one of the things that I do. And I use silent meditation a lot for like if I want to listen to a song on YouTube and meditate on that particular song, I just let Black Lotus app play in the background and record my time. But I use it as a recording device as well, where I'm like able to journal my meditation for the day through different activities that I'm doing. So I think these are 2 things that I do. Apart from that, I thought I myself had a tip that I thought I could give to a few people. Many people get stuck in this thing that I need to do RE framework completely. Like I need to do all the I need to do chanting, I need to do this, I need to that, whatever. Okay. And they are sometimes like bothered by the fact that they don't have time. So what I wanted to tell them is that, you don't have to do everything. Okay. Some days it's okay to skip something. Just complete maybe one activity in each goal pack, like not goal pack, but the rare framework.
No, I absolutely
so
well
that
said, man.
You don't have to like go about doing, like, for example, in rare framework, the first one, reflect. You don't have to do meditation and then do the silent part. Just do the silent meditation. And if you want, you can just move ahead and read the story if you want to, or do a kindness act and then just evaluate the same day or next day.
Yeah, absolutely. I second that. You don't need to do all the activities out there. Do one of each. And, soon, again, a sneak preview, you will be getting a feature where you can control, how this should pan out. So you can, start with the app is set for high habit forming. And if you can do all of them, nothing like it. But if you want to be able to do lesser number of activities, the app will give you a feature very soon as well. But one of each RARE is a great way to, go forward as well. So I think, Amit, we have really used our time limit. So we can go on and on talking about it. everybody who has come on to watch us. Don't know why you are here, but thank you really, and it means a lot. And from Black Lotus point of view, we will continue to work very hard, incorporate the best features as guided by Om Swami Ji, and ensure that we listen to you. So please reach out to us for any comments or queries or feedback that you have. You make the app happen. Thank you so much for your time. Bye bye. Bye, Anand. Thank you for hosting us. Yeah.
All right. Bye. So to the users out there, thank you everyone for joining us. Apart from just joining us, you guys constantly go about